mothering God. We pause in a season of busyness and noise to notice, to listen, to watch. We pause to hear the story we have read, learned, watched, played, ignored. Help us hear it once more. How Mary's heart quickened at the pulse of another, drawing a rhythm of new life. How Mary's eyes saw tiny fingers wrapped around her own, girding her strength and flooding her hope with resolve. How Mary's gut knew the moments that were right for making wine out of water, to push the little bird from the nest and to watch him lean into his gifts and take flight. How Mary's arms held a baby and her brutalized child, wrapped around him in love and care, in risk, in hope, and in dreams. We pause with you, mothering God, to know all who have called out for their mothers, for your pounding heart with courage, for the moments of quiet contemplation and loving bliss, the moments that stretch on forever, the stress and the struggle, the discipline and the disappointment. We pause with you, mothering God, to know your hopes, to know your dreams, that we too may be vessels of love, birthing new life, embodying delight in the world, and gathering the vulnerable under the shelter of our wings. May it be so. Amen.
So this is the letter I wrote to myself. I don't remember when. It was about a year ago. I don't know, but this is the first time I've seen it again since I wrote it. So I never looked at it again after I read it. Don't be afraid to relish in your blackness. If people don't wish to embrace all of you, it is not your responsibility to diminish parts of you to make them comfortable. In all honesty, the moment you stepped into all of your power and be your most authentic self, people love you more than you could ever imagine. Let that black girl magic shine so bright, and don't apologize for raising your voice and being heard, whether it be that boisterous laugh that your brother told you was too loud, or that dramatic sneeze which got you weird looks in class. It's all a part of the unique things that make you, you. Lastly, spend time with your mother and grandmother. Call your dad more. Those people are so important to your growth and development. They are the biggest champions that you have. Even though grandma refers to you as hips today, that may bring about a sting that makes you so ashamed of the volume in your body. But in reality, she is celebrating your womanhood and trying to help you see the beauty in all those curves. And trust, you will most certainly be celebrated for all those parts of you that you feel so much shame about. Your time will come. Keep on being creative and quiet and loud and smart and weird and opinionated and kind. Most of all, stay connected to others and know that feeling deeply isn't a weakness. It is truly your greatest strength, and it's formidable.
My soul magnifies the Lord and dances in the dream of God's great love, opens eyes to the vulnerable and sets the oppressed at liberty. For God looks with favor on the lowly. My soul dreams for a day when a mother's greatest worry is getting the kids to school on time, scheduling the dance class, or the deadlines for whatever summer camp her sweet ones feel will set their hearts on fire. Rather than tear gas, gangs, and genocide, rather than without one thought to the echoes of poverty, without one worry to where the next night will be or if the food will be enough to nourish a hungry tummy. My soul dreams for a day when fathers weigh heavy under his words of encouragement and growth rather than the burden of the ransom they might have to pay, or the risks of the long road to safety, or the paperwork they need, or the legal system built for privilege of some other race, some other faith, some other religion, some other creed. My soul dreams of grandmas who dance and tell stories of peace and prosperity, siblings who breathe grit and whisper, "You can be anything you want to be," without one thought to the news of the next school shooting, or the brown face gunned down with taxpayer dollars, or the transgendered teen broken, battered, and abused, left out. My soul dreams of families who build swing sets and grandpas who bake bread, setting out the seeds for the birds of the air, saying, "Look close to the wisdom of God's green earth," without one worry of the future with polluted air or 500-year storms that come every single year. My soul dreams of aunties and uncles and cousins and families and folks made out of friends, gathered to share in hope and good faith, with the health of one who is uncertain, without one moment raising funds, without 1 hour lost arguing with insurance, or a minute squandered debating a fee. No more health care by spaghetti feet. My soul dreams of children crying only for forgotten toys, or spilt milk, or skinned knees, asking, "Are we there yet?" when travel is by choice and not fear, and pleading only for another piece of candy, or one more book, or one more hug, or one more glass of water before bed. My soul dreams of earth as it is in heaven, the lowly lifted, the hungry filled. My soul dreams of Mary's song that the proud, the haughty, the arrogant, and rude be transformed, utterly changed. God's love making all things new, and our hearts making earth as it is in heaven.
Almost everything is bullshit. Honestly, I don't mean that as a downer, but you've been taught these rules and roles and expectations and ways to live your life that make you a good person. Sure, some of them resonate with you, and honestly, a lot of them are to keep you safe in the current time. Your parents are trying hard, so hard, to develop you into a lovely, kind, smart, and caring person. But guess what? You're naturally all of those things and more. The older you get, the more comfortable you'll be with being you. You know those quirks you suppress? You know when people say you're too emotional or too much, guess what? You can use those things to your advantage. You can make a whole career out of it. You can meet great people because of it. Speaking of career, here's the lowdown on that. I'm so proud of your education and accomplishments. The structure and those experiences are life-giving, but also it's okay to do something different. Listen when I say it is always okay to do something different. Want to get your master's degree and work at a Fortune 500 company? Great. Want to drop out and start painting and writing and photography? Also great. Want a husband and 2 kids and a dog and live in the suburbs? Great. Want to be solo and child-free and travel the world? Also great. If there's one thing I want you to know, there is no one right way to do anything. This isn't a cop-out or permission to be a rebel without a cause. Be smart and kind, respect different perspectives, and learn about other people, cultures, races, religions different than yours. But also push. Ask a ton of questions. If something feels queasy in your belly, ask why. Try all of the things. You don't look stupid, I promise. Do you know what looks stupid? Simply following the crowd and living in an unfulfilled life. Life goes really, really fast and really, really slow. Life is so damn exciting and so damn boring. Some awesome things will happen, like learning yoga in the Costa Rican jungle and making the greatest of friends. And some really awful things will happen too, like losing your mom at 27. You need all of them, and I promise you will survive all of them. Remember to have faith, but faith doesn't look like kneeling at Mass or going to reconciliation. Faith can be crying in the shower, asking God for forgiveness or strength or simply some presence. Faith can look like apologizing to your father or dancing under a full moon. Faith is a feeling, a conversation, an act of courage. Maybe I came in too intense with the everything is bullshit thing. Things aren't bullshit. Things are incredible. You are incredible. Your life is incredible. Know this, hold this, teach this.